Fakes, Adelaide Crows, another big challenge on the weekend.
Yeah, 2012, last time we beat them. So they've beaten us the last 7 times, and some of those have been fair thumpings. Third on the ladder versus fifth on the ladder. It's a bit like round one when we played West Coast Eagles. You know, we just got to embrace that challenge, look forward to it, put our best foot forward and see what happens.
We spoke to Hodgie the other day about just finding consistency. That could be maybe the next step for this team to really find that consistency.
Yeah, well, you know, consistency's been pretty good, to be honest with you. You know, if you count JLT games this year, we've won 7 of our 10. We had a patch there against Essendon and Collingwood where we weren't, and we got beaten last week. But last week's defeat was as much to do with us not taking our opportunities as anything else. So, you know, across games, yeah, we want to be more consistent than we are. But generally speaking, it's an area that's been a big improvement for us this year. But there's always more work to be done.
What's Adelaide done in the last month, do you think? I'm sure you've watched a fair bit of vision of them. How do you think they've sort of turned their slow start around?
I think they've just raised their level at contested ball as much as anything else. That's been the critical thing that they've done, and you know, from that they've got a result.
I was going to say, you've got a debutant, obviously. Can you tell us, Mitch Hinge is in his 3rd year here. What's he done to finally get his chance?
Oh, he's played really well for about 8 to 10 weeks in a row. He's been knocking on the door for a long time, and you know, he really deserves his opportunity. He's highly respected amongst his teammates. Can sort of play wing, half back, half forward sort of role. He's one of those lads that works hard to improve his game. He's always knocking on my door for a chat to see what he needs to do next, and really pleased for him after 2.5 years of being on our list that he's broken through for his opportunity.
What was his reaction when you told her he's been waiting for a while? How was he?
Yeah, no, he didn't know. We sort of announced it in the team meeting yesterday morning. Just a little smile came on his face, and I watched him during the meeting, and you could sort of see him. He was half concentrating in the meeting and half thinking about the opportunity that he'd just been handed. But that's natural enough, and it was, you know, great response from his teammates as well when they found out.
What does he do well then? What's he done to earn his spot?
Oh, look, he's a good contested ball player. He's quite versatile in that he can play mid, back, forward. He's a good ball user. And he's a great competitor.
This feels like one of those games that could be really important as the season goes on. There's a lot of teams in that sort of 3rd to 10th bracket. Do you see it that way?
Oh, we don't look at the ladder, to be honest with you. We're not in a position to do that. We just try and do the best we can in our next game, and our next game's against Adelaide tomorrow. We sort of think the ladder is something you look at towards the end of the year. Sometimes if you focus on the result, you can play a bit fearful. For us, it's just trying to be fearless each week and just take every challenge as it comes and concentrate on our process, and you know, let the result handle itself.
Charlie's playing against his old club for the first time. I know you've said once or twice this season, it's sometimes the player that plays their opposition club, it can be a bit more nervy for them. How do you think Charlie will handle tomorrow?
Oh, I think he'll handle it well. He's been very helpful this week, and obviously knows a lot about the Crows team and players. And he's on his own home deck, so that helps a little bit too. But no, he just concentrate on bringing his pressure and his contest. He'll be fine.
How do you think he's been going? He's sort of been a little bit up and down the last few weeks and just hasn't really taken his chances when he's got him in front of goal.
He had a quieter game last week, which he was disappointed with. But the previous 2 weeks, I think he was in the coaches' votes in the Coaches Association, so did a bit more work upfield. And yeah, he's sort of been a little bit inaccurate the last 3 or 4 weeks, but he's working away on that, and that'll come.
And Fags, just a question for us. We had 4 young guns sign on recently in the past 2 weeks. Why are Brisbane investing in their youth so much?
Oh well, they're our future. You know, they're the guys that are going to carry the club forward. The pleasing part is that they can see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and they've committed. So, along with a lot of other players over the last 12 months. So, very, very happy that they've chosen to do that, and you know, hopefully all of those boys will make strong contributions in the years ahead.
Just on one of those guys, Fags, Noah Answorth, it looks like he's kept his spot again. He's been in for a few weeks now. Is there a chance he might play on Eddie tomorrow?
Oh well, with the way that backs and forwards play now, there's always that chance. I mean, he's that size and shape that's suited to play on Eddie. So I'm sure at some point in time in the game he'll spend some time on him, which will be a good experience for him.
think it's a good education, obviously, for a kid that's in his third or fourth game.
Every game is. He's learning so much at the moment. And the good part about Noah is that he sees every game that he plays as a learning opportunity, and we can see little growth in him with each game that he plays.
Just on the club's development now that we're approaching sort of that halfway part of the season, are you pleased with the way things are going, or do you feel there's still areas that they need to improve on?
Oh no, there's lots of areas where we need to improve. You only had to watch the Collingwood game that night to see that, even though we're a little bit off our best form. But no, every week, every time we play, we find little things that we can improve on. It's probably not so much big things anymore, but little things, and that education will continue forever while I'm here.
Would you like to share some of those things?
No, not really.
And Fags, one last question. We have a Rocket Man theme here at the Gabba tomorrow night. What is your favourite Elton John song?
Well, look, there's a lot of good Elton John songs, and I know most of them. That's because I'm in the right age bracket, I guess. But I'm a big fan of Benny and the Jets. I love that song.